Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tara and today we're talking about ways to save money if you're in high school. I know it's tough because there's so many tempting things you want to buy when you're a teen. I think social media makes that so much more brutal. There's ads for literally everything in your feed and it's easy to get caught up wanting the best makeup and dream about glowing up. If only you had hundreds of dollars for new clothes and self-care. Totally get it. The worst thing is that you probably have friends at school who don't have to worry about money at all and it seems like they always have the latest and greatest tech and name brand. I was actually pretty financially savvy when I was in school, so here's my advice and 12 tips to get started for reaching your financial goals. Number 1, pay with cash or track your account very closely. Handing over cash makes you feel the pain in real time, while card swipes just blur together. Remember that. If you can't do cash, stay on top of your bank account like it's your TikTok feed. Oh my god, I sound so old. In my defense, ChatGPT wrote that line. Blame ChatGPT. But honestly, this even happens to me. I will go out for all of my shopping errands and come home and a month later my credit card statement comes in and I'm like, surely there's a mistake. I didn't spend insert whatever dollar amount it is. And then I have a moment like that girl from Confessions of a Shopaholic and I'm like, oh wait, yes, I did do that. Oh, right, I did buy those shoes. Dang it. Also, there is literally no worse feeling in the entire world than your card being declined, especially when there's people waiting in line behind you. So keep an eye on your bank account or just use cash. Trust me. Number 2, leave stuff in your online cart. Here's the ultimate don't spend hack. Pop something in your online shopping cart and just walk away for a day or two. Many sites will get desperate and send you an email discount if you leave it there long enough. Fast fashion sites like Dollskill and Hot Topic are often the best for this, so sign up with your email and wait. I know it takes patience and it's not always a guarantee, but just try it. You might honestly find too that by the time you're done waiting, you don't even want some of the things in your cart anyway. They say the dopamine hit in your brain comes from when you actually add it to your cart, not even when you make the purchase. So remember that. Number 3, tape reminders of what you want on a bulletin board, a journal, or your wall. This is basically a vision board and I don't care if anyone thinks this one is silly. I firmly believe in this as a technique to achieve your goals. Whether it's a new pair of shoes, that Billie Eilish concert ticket, or your college fund, seeing these things in picture form on a daily basis can motivate you to skip a splurge. Keep the end game in sight, so next time you're tempted by a $7 iced latte when you're at the mall, you'll think, is this latte worth delaying my dream? I know those lattes usually have the best whipped cream topping with little brown sugar sprinkles, but you need to persevere and stay strong. It's also just a great way to manifest your destiny in general, so find photos of what you want in life and place them where you often look. That can be on the wall in your room or the home screen of your phone. I swear it works. Number 4, get a side hustle. The most important thing to do when you're trying to save money is actually bring in money. Babysitting, dog walking, snow shoveling, whatever people are willing to pay for, turn that into a side hustle. Got social media skills? There's plenty of small businesses or individuals that could use help and will pay for it. I know people joke about Gen Z and Gen Alpha being iPad kids, but you can totally use that to your advantage. How many times do your parents or grandparents throw their phones down in frustration and call on you to come to the rescue? Exactly. So you might want to turn this into a bartering chip if possible. Even if you don't get an allowance, you might try asking your parents if you can earn a bit of extra money by giving a half-hour or hour-long tutorial on how they can get better at Facebook or Instagram. I know you think no one uses Facebook anymore, but trust me, your mom is probably still posting your school photos there to brag to all her other mom friends, and she's probably still confused about how to navigate Facebook Marketplace. When I was a teenager, I enjoyed pet sitting the most. It's something you can advertise locally, and it's actually quite enjoyable to do, especially if you're an animal person. Actually, fun fact, my next-door neighbors had a hobby farm with miniature horses, a donkey, chickens, turkeys, and some sheep, and when they went away, I was responsible for all of them and watering all of their gardens too. It was a twice-a-day ordeal and they always paid me handsomely for it. It was a lot of work, but it gave me the funds to pay for my own pet care since I had pet birds at the time and some extra left over for whatever else I wanted to buy. So go secure the bag with a side hustle. You won't regret it. Also consider leaving a like on the video if you're enjoying it so far. I'd appreciate it. Number 5, ask for a second cup at Starbucks to split a drink. Going out for food and drinks is so much fun with your friends until you realize you're broke. Some of your friends probably seem to have endless money for these outings, and that's fine, good for them. But if you get caught up in all of that, you will likely find yourself unable to afford things you really want when you need them. If they insist on going out anyway, see if you can negotiate splitting a drink. Ask for an extra cup or bring a reusable one. It'll at least mitigate the damage. Or if it's fast food, try to split a meal. I know it sucks to be at the mall and everyone else has the money to burn, and you're the one saying, sorry, I'm trying to watch what I spend, I can't. But that kind of attitude will preserve you in the long run. I just thought of something else worth mentioning too. Maybe I've just seen the movie 13 too many times, but if you have friends who insist on 5-finger discounts, make new friends ASAP. It's not worth it to get caught up in that kind of behavior, trust me. Just pay for things legitimately so you can sleep at night. Number 6, pack snacks to avoid the canteen, cafeteria, or vending machines at school. Packing snacks is like having a mini emergency fund in your backpack. Skip the overpriced vending machine granola bars and bring your own snack stash instead. That way, you're not hangry and broke by third period. Apples with peanut butter, carrots and dip, dry cereal, even a sandwich. Literally bringing your own food can save you a ton of money in a school school year. Allowing yourself an occasional treat is fine, but don't make a regular habit of it if you want to stick to your budget. If you find yourself slow going in the mornings, I recommend prepping these snacks the night before so you can just grab and go, and it's not a huge inconvenience to your morning routine. Number 7, ask for cash as a gift, especially if you're saving for something specific. I know sometimes parents or family have trouble gifting cash because it feels disingenuous or lazy, but if you're vocal about something you're saving for, there's a much higher chance that you'll be able to get money as a present. When I was a teenager, I was saving up for a pet bird that was being rehomed. I know I wasn't a typical teenager, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. Anyway, the cost was I think a couple $100s for the rehoming fee, and even my side hustles weren't enough, so I ended up asking my parents for cash at Christmas instead of other gifts. They gave in, I got the bird, which was a Quaker parakeet named Tequila. She was sweet, and everyone lived happily ever after. Moral of the story, if you don't ask, you won't get it, so definitely don't be afraid to at least try. Number 8, keep a spending journal. If you keep a small notebook where you track everything you're spending or planning to spend, you'll be a lot more mindful of it, trust me. It forces you to start memorizing the prices of things, and once you realize how expensive everything is, from a Starbucks coffee to that new bottle of foundation, to all you people out there that don't wear makeup, I'm not talking about the foundation to a house, then you'll be much less inclined to make impulse buys. If I was getting paid for a babysitting job, I would write down the amount that I got, and underneath that, I'd write down everything I wanted to purchase with that money. Eventually, I'd see that it wasn't enough, obviously, and I'd prioritize what I needed versus what I wanted. It's just great to see it all on paper, or in a budgeting app, or just in your phone notes. I never personally liked phone apps for tracking spending because I'd rather just do it manually, but find a system that works for you and stick with it. Number 9, be mindful of student discounts and plan accordingly. You're a student. The world owes you discounts. Movie theaters, most places with entrance fees, even some online subscriptions offer student rates. If you're going to spend, at least check if they have a student discount first. Those small savings add up. Also be sure to check if there's actual days of the week where students pay less. Sometimes there's a student rate that's tied to like only Tuesdays at noon or something. I'm just saying, it pays to read the fine print. Number 10, choose free places to hang out or go on dates. Going to the movies or an amusement park is tempting, but it's also far from free. If you live in a big city, there's museums, markets, malls, and so many other opportunities for hangouts with your friends without spending money. If you live in a small town, there's probably trails to walk or other nature preserves. These spots are low-key way better hangout settings anyway. Spontaneous, laid back, and budget friendly. I'm not saying never go to the movies, just don't make it the first option all the time, or you'll never get anywhere with saving your money. Number 11, revamp clothes or go thrifting. If you're bored with your wardrobe, it is so tempting to browse Hot Topic, Forever 21, all those sites because they're pretty cheap clothes. However, they're also cheaply made and they often fit weird. So before you get carried away with online shopping, take a close look at your current wardrobe. If you can, revamp items. Learning a bit of sewing technique is not that difficult. I'm talking about turning a ratchet pair of old jeans into a new pair of jean shorts, or altering a dress by hemming it to transform it into something that feels new. I'm one to talk when it comes to impulsively buying things online and then not wanting to return them because even though they didn't fit right, it's a hassle to send in a return. So half my closet is like stuff I don't really like. So don't be like me. Go out and try things in person if you can, and better yet, hit up places like Goodwill or Value Village or Salvation Army. Really look at everything. Go on sale days, and you can find a few pieces that will boost your wardrobe effortlessly. Even a basic cardigan or scarf can give your current outfit a whole new look. Number 12, ask for free samples. The beauty industry especially is notorious for overcharging for absolutely everything. The worst part is that you never know how something is going to look when it's on a store model or in a photo compared to actually on your skin. Luckily, you can often ask for free samples at places like Sephora or use the tester makeup to determine whether or not it'll work before committing to a whole bottle. It's the same with fragrances, so definitely seek out some samples before you blindly spend on something you might end up hating. And if you have self-control, check often to your favorite websites just to see if they have any sales running. The best time is usually Black Friday. I try to wait until Black Friday for everything, especially electronics, because there's always great sales. If you're a teenager trying to save money, you might also enjoy the video I put on screen here about really cheap recipes to make. They're also super easy. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to subscribe. I make weekly videos on budget tips and recipes. See you next time.